Alright, I'd like to do a quick video on what's wrong with this. Okay, this is actually my work. I got it wrong. I wasn't being very careful, and it was interesting because I was aware of one issue, but that same issue actually surfaces twice in this one problem. So here's the problem. The surface area of a child's model car is 200 square centimeters, and the surface area of the full-size car is 32 square meters. And you have to find the scale in the form of 1 to n. Okay, so the thing I was careful of right away is like, okay, well, this is surface area, so whatever the scale factor is between these two, that's actually going to be the scale factor squared, because the way it works, linear is 1 dimension, the scale factor is just 1 dimension, so it'd be to the power of 1. Area 2 dimensions, so it's the scale factor squared, and volume is cubed. The scale factor would be cubed. Okay, so what I did is I just converted 200 centimeters into 2 meters and found the scale factor of the areas was 16. I took the square root of that to get 4, and that's wrong. The reason it's wrong is because this is not linear. This is also area. If I'm going to, so for example, if I'm going to say convert from centimeters to meters, well, there's 100, but that's linear. So if I wanted to do that with area, do you see? It would have to be squared. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and do this now. I hope this makes sense. So let me back up and explain. If we were converting 200 centimeters into meters because we had 32 meters, then yeah, that would be pretty straightforward. But centimeter squared, meter squared, those are areas, so we have to be a little bit more careful. All right, so turns out if I wanted to change this into centimeters, that would be 32. It wouldn't be 3200. It would actually be 32 times 100 squared, because we're talking about area. So like if it was just linear, 32 meters times 100 centimeters per meter, like these units would cancel out and you would end up with 3200 centimeters. But here, these are meters squared, so this would be meters squared, and this is centimeters squared per meter squared. So anyway, it would be 32. So 100 squared is 10,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how many square centimeters 32 square meters is. Now the other was 200. Okay, so I'm going to simplify this. 2, so it's a paper 2, no calculators, so I'm going to go ahead and write it out. Let's see here, 1600. So what I did right there, I forgot this extra 0, just wasn't being careful. So 1600 is the squared, it's the area, it's the scale factor for area. So I have to go ahead and take the square root of 1600, and that's how I get 40. So the answer is 1 to 40. I hope this helps. Again, let me review what happened right here. So first of all, with scale factor, when it's linear, the exponent's 1. If it's area, the scale factor is 2. And if it's volume, the scale factor is 3. And when we convert, we don't just have to find the scale factor and take the square root. We also have to be careful when we convert these units. These are areas. And so the scale factor from centimeters to meters is 100, but that's the linear scale factor. So the scale factor converting area for these scale factors would be that 100 squared. So that's what I did right here when I converted. So this is an example of linear. And when I converted the areas, it's 100 squared is the scale factor, which gives me 320,000 square centimeters is what 32 square meters is. And then you just continue the math and you end up with 40.